3, 2, 1.
Once again, we back, live and direct, talking about everything under the sun. Follow us on Instagram at the show RI. You know, without further ado, I'm Jared.
I'm Tony.
I'm Jordan.
Your boy Pig.
Shout out to my boy E behind the camera, and live from the basement. This is the show.
Bright lights, my city got a gleam on it. So first before you rock, you gotta lean on it. You might see a dealer, a scrapper, a shooter, a rapper, preacher, or actor.
What's up, guys?
What they do?
How was your week?
Long, close,
Same.
hot as hell.
How about you guys? What did you do this week?
Not much work.
Chilling. Shout out to P. You know what I'm saying? Got it. Clap it up for P. You know what I'm saying? He graduated. You know what I'm saying? Got his certificate.
Yep.
So,
Congratulations. Did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you guys been paying attention to the news lately? Jordan. Fucking, you guys hear about the lady in Alabama who was abducted?
by aliens or just
No, she wasn't abducted by aliens, Tony. I know how much you really wanted that. Her name is Carly Russell.
Yeah, I heard about it.
And Carly Russell, you know, she was, I want to say she called, she was just on the phone with her sister and her sister-in-law, and her sister-in-law heard screaming. When they called 911, when they got to the scene, they found her car with her food still in it, her wig, and a couple other items.
Apple Watch.
And then miraculously, like 48 hours later, she showed up at her parents' house. You know what I'm saying? But now, what the police are saying is that they really couldn't see nothing on the cameras and shit like that. And people kind of like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
when she showed up at her parents' house, what she said?
I didn't read that part.
She was
Oh, she's
saying that she was kidnapped.
yeah, she was saying she got
I
kidnapped.
want to say she showed up at, if I'm not, well, from what I read, she showed up at her parents' house. I want to say naked in like some socks and had like money in her sock.
Yeah,
And then she tried to say that she got released and then that she was kidnapped and the kidnappers gave her money.
yeah, she said she was forced to remove her clothing, and she thinks they took photos. And when the alleged captors got sexual with her, she said she could not recall. How you guys feel about that?
Bless you.
Thank you. I kind of feel angry about that shit because, hopefully that she wasn't, but if she was, and like how she wasn't, like how everybody's saying she wasn't, but that whole shit with like women trafficking, like that shit's real, like people getting abducted. So like, I don't know why you would try to lie about something like that, especially when that shit's so serious nowadays. Like the human trafficking shit's like no joke.
I just don't get why they paid her to like leave naked or something.
I don't think who the fuck is paying somebody to leave?
Yeah, like why they give her money and let her go?
Yeah, they said that there was no sign of anyone else on the interstate other than her, but the FBI is now viewing the footage. So, Pete, you heard about it?
Yeah,
What you think?
I think she's going to jail.
I think she going to jail.
It just doesn't. Math ain't mathing.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
Like, how many people you know that got abducted? A woman. You getting released naked.
If it's human trafficking, they ain't releasing her.
And they're not giving you money. Like, I don't know what if she's involved in something that she had to do that to lie to get, like, but
I think the police was saying when they checked her phone history, and she was saying that like how to get money out of registers, and she taking, it was just a whole bunch of weird shit they were saying.
isn't she like a nurse too?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, don't look good for her.
look good for what's his Jesse
Smollett.
Smollett when he said that shit.
Yeah.
He's looking good for her neither. Who the fuck lies about that though? Like that's something you want. I don't know.
True indeed.
It's weird as hell.
I got something else too. So back in May, right? Check this out. Back in May, a truck driver from Texas, right? Her name is Tierra Young Allen. She's 29, right? And she went to Dubai, and supposedly, from what the news was saying, she got into an argument with the car rental spot, right? And they said that she was basically arrested for shouting in a man's face in Dubai.
Yeah, yo, public.
Yeah, you can't. So, I want to say the story broke like right around the beginning of July, and her mom was basically saying like all she did was like, you know what I mean, whatever. But now, like Dubai put out a statement basically saying that she not only did she scream at him, she was like being disrespectful too. And the charge of that in Dubai is up to a year in prison, and I want to say like $24,000 like $1,000 in Dubai type money. Like, what do you feel about like people like United States? You think they should like be more aware about like the rules of places the way they go before they go, so they don't end up in situations like this?
Well, it's kind of like the Brittany Griner situation. Like you go to another country, you need to abide by their laws. Don't just go to Dubai because it's something to do. You need to know how it is over there. It's a Muslim country. They don't like shouting. They don't like women holding hands in public with men. You can't kiss. There's no PDF type. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't go to that country and expect to be able to do something like that and get away with it just because you're an American. And ignorance isn't an excuse over there.
Yeah, they didn't say what she said, but they said that she basically verbally assaulted and defamed a man, something like that.
Just think of how these women talk to men all years. That's probably how she talked to one of them, and that's a no-go over there.
No. I just feel bad for her, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's not a situation, no doubt. But at the same time,
You put yourself in that situation.
that
In a way, it's kind of like, it's like we don't know if like he was like kind of like giving her like a shitty time, you know what I mean? And then she just got shitty back, not realizing where she was at. You know what I'm saying?
There's ways to go about it over there. They have a different justice system than we do.
Yeah.
what you would think, knowing that their rules are always like holding hands. I mean, sexual affection pretty much. You know, you can't get like yelling about like, you be little in a guy in public. Just like you're saying, people gotta when they travel somewhere, you gotta know the rules, know what you can and cannot do, where to go, where not to go. And just go, oh, they got great malls. Oh, they got an amazing zoo.
You go to a country like that for an amazing zoo, you got some stuff wrong with you.
I wanna go see the animals.
See the Eagle Zoo? That big ass one, right?
That shit is funny. You gotta take a plane, though.
The one in Atlanta is fresh too. It's like a tunnel. And that's the aquarium, I mean. But like they're like swimming over you and shit like that.
That shit's dope.
Yeah.
Sitting there like wondering, like, when are these motherfuckers?
list.
One of these motherfuckers gonna bust through this motherfucking glass.
I know one of these times I go to Florida, I gotta go to Gator Falls.
What?
And that one of these times when I go to Florida, I want to go to Gator Farm. Gator Park, whatever it is, which is now Gator. Hopefully my nigga Shark Big Wild, and then
Go for it. It's just things. Just go look in your pool.
Nah, every time I get there, my pool's been gated, and there ain't nowhere where I can see it. Yeah, I ain't fucking with the gators.
Alright, try to go.
That's crazy because like being up north and shit, I don't think I could survive in like that type of like snakes and gators in your backyard and all that shit. Nah, I couldn't do it. Get me the fuck out of here. I'm used to raccoons and possums. That's it.
Wait, you still sprint.
I'm still running. Still running. But you know what I mean?
He's never really got track of that. He's never really far.
Shit, boys, what y'all what y'all think about this, right? So, wait.
Oh. The girl, wrong. When you guys look at it, you guys are, all three of you guys are looking at it totally wrong. When we're saying, well, when you guys go to another country, you guys know how that be the obvious shit that we're talking about. Yelling at somebody is not obvious unless you not knowing, especially if someone disrespects you. There's enough people who live in the US today that don't know that if you don't cross the street when the light is, or when the hand is on at the crosswalk in Virginia, your ass gonna get a ticket, possibly getting arrested. You know, there's people that know that shit that live in US Bay. So, you know, yeah, it's her, it's fucked up on her, but we can't be like, oh man, when you go to another country, you gotta know how to buy it, because she might know the shit that every 60 to 70% of America will want to know about those countries as far as what not to do.
Yeah, they don't care about the ignorance.
Yeah, but to know that yelling is one of those things you can't do, we can't say that that should have been in her checklist on things to know. Because that's one of those things where, I mean, does everyone know who go to Dubai know that you can't yell unless you actually studying or seeing videos of what you can and cannot do in Dubai? No, just like as far as when you come to the US of A, you know, it's motherfuckers who live an hour from Virginia don't know you can't, which means you gotta cross the street. It's places in which you can't even go on that side of the street, but they don't know this shit until that happens. You know, I just look at it as it's a fucked up situation. I'm just not going to jump the gun. I can't jump the gun like as far as with the shorty, who like the Britney Griner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like drugs. That's in Russia. We know that's a no. You know, that is something that everyone knows that's a no in Russia.
Anything with Russia is no.
Drugs. No matter how you want to do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you can be in Venezuela. You know, nigga, I'm not bringing no drugs to Russia. So Britney Griner fucked up on her own self on that. Like, and I'm not saying the shorty was right. I just can't jump the gun on saying that, oh, she should have known things that you can't do and can't do can't do in Dubai, and that being one of the ones, because it's one of those things where it's, would you know to cut somebody out who might have did some shit where in our country or where she's from or where she's seen where I don't got a swing at you or something like that, but I'm going to address the issue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so, and then it's you know, men got more power, but that still doesn't solidify or justify, you know, what she did was to know that I can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like going in, like, where's it, like fucking, it's not Pakistan, it's somewhere around India, like where
Saudi Arabia.
they literally rape bitches, well, rape females, and they don't get no penalties. You can literally talk to these people like, yeah, I do it. Yeah, I've been really, ain't nothing happened to them. Now, do you think a girl going there gonna know it? She can get raped at the drop of a dime, and ain't nothing gonna happen to her without her doing her just due on like that actual extra, you know, research and shit.
Yeah.
She'll know. All right, men rule this shit. Don't talk to. I'm not supposed to show no skin, no shit like that. But I you know what I mean? I didn't know nigga could rape me, and I'm about to just go on my day after that.
Yeah, I mean, until those fucking Taken movies, you're right, because until those fucking Taken movies came out, I didn't know that fucking people in Paris be fucking just be snatching you out of nowhere and shit. Or in like Europe, that they be doing that. I didn't know nothing about that shit.
Yeah, like it can, and I'm still not saying what she did was right.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. But I just can't, and I feel like we should not just jump the gun and throw it all like she fought because like I say, it's a lot of things in which motherfuckers like the simplest things in which we just don't know, or we don't even think that. Oh shit! Damn, this was going for. Oh shit! Damn, I didn't know that.
Like so, yeah. For example, some people might wear like a Red Sox hat in LA and not know where they're at, and they might be approached by somebody like, "Where you from?" Like you ain't supposed, you know what I'm saying? Like you see that dude make videos all the time, like saying like, "What?"
Yeah, but you can go as far as being a little kid and taking like a candy bar or something, not knowing what the truly what the significance of what you're doing is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you're young, you know, and then we know that the outcome of what will happen to somebody 20 years old doing that same very thing ain't gonna happen to that young whatchamacallit.
Yeah, the young kid might just get a.
You know, they can't come back in, smack in the ribs. I call you on. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So
Older dudes, woo.
it's
don't do that. You're 5 to 10.
I don't know. I guess when you
So it's more of the just.
you go different places and you be like, what niggas don't be doing this? What niggas? And it be here. Let alone outside of the US, it be here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the biggest things for being American citizen is motherfuckers, which I would say would be, if this happened, it wouldn't even happen to even though like that, but if it did happen like 50, 60 years ago, life, stepping on an American flag, right? The disrespect, like those things with the American flag, how often does it happen now with Americans? And nothing happened to them.
For real. You not lying, bro. I seen a couple years back that graveyard that my grandfather's buried at. They had like a whole bunch of American flags like in a shed on the floor.
Yeah, like, you know, so
How fucking disrespectful is that? And that's supposed to be for a military cemetery.
and that's here.
That's here.
Now, a random person, you know, a Smo Joe might not know the significance of what is being done with that American flag, but a motherfucker who knows that knows, hey, oh.
Yeah, the fuck you
So
doing?
look at it in that sense,
Yeah.
you know?
So in that aspect, do you think that their justice system should take a little, well, not a little bit, how do you say it?
Who are we to tell?
Leniency.
Who are we to tell
No,
the country about
because-
their laws?
But
Yeah,
I'm saying, like how, like we don't, if you don't know everything, or how severe like their rules are.
But that's in the same sentence of me saying, I'm not saying she was right.
No, I get
Because
that.
you can't, to say it was something small, like Jared just said, still don't, that's not, you know, a blemishing their laws. Their laws is their fucking laws.
They don't say nothing
But-
about our laws.
When we look at the action of what happened, it's big because it's where it happened at.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was more than a year. It was 5 years she's looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, is the president gonna get her off like they got Brittany Griner off though?
She might have to do that 5.
She got a jump shot.
She might gotta do that 5.
Yeah, but that's fucked up.
It is.
But see, that's another thing. That's another conversation. I mean, we can talk about it over here.
Might as well.
It's two different situations.
I mean, both committed another crime in
Yeah,
another
but-
country.
Brittany
But that's
Griner was
Dubai. This is Russia.
Brittany Griner was trapped in Russia during
Yeah,
the
I
conflict
would
between
think that we
Ukraine
have a
and
better-
Russia. That's bad news.
But that's a different ball. This is Russia we talking about it.
I would
You
think
could have
that-
been in Russia.
We got a good relationship with Dubai.
That's what I'm saying. I think we would have a better relationship with Dubai. It'd be easier. to
Yeah,
get
but
around.
so okay. So to
I get
say
what you're
that,
saying though. It's a worse situation in Russia.
we got to look at on all aspects. On all aspects, it's rougher, right?
Yeah.
So now, if we do that now, if we say okay, with this chick for Dubai, then what's gonna happen is any and everywhere everybody go that
If they
that's
commit a
not
crime
no
over
issue.
there,
It's
the
gonna
country's gonna get them off.
they're gonna try to put it to that situation.
Yeah.
So now we don't get them off. Are we bad?
Cause to them it would be.
But to them, it's only 2 people, maybe a family. But are we bad?
But the same thing for Brittany Griner though. I know I get if because she was in Russia. So say she was in Dubai.
Then
and
we
doing the same thing,
if she was in Dubai.
and they're gonna get her off still because she's a basketball player. It's kind of it's fucked up.
No,
I don't
you
think-
can't. You can't jump the gun and say that though. Dubai ain't Russia when it comes to as
I
far
feel like
as
it's more Russia.
the
That's why.
beefing, the love hate, the all of that shit.
I think it was
It's
more
a total different ballgame.
I think it was more or less because of that conflict between Russia and Ukraine.
And you gotta add that in,
Like,
because the dude. Remember, there was another American who was in Russia
he was
in
a
jail
teacher.
before her.
Yeah,
teacher. But he also did some fucked up shit
hmm
more.
That's like the news.
So that's why I'm in control. But that's why that whole conversation didn't last long. Because motherfuckers, when niggas found out the shit that he done. So now okay, it ain't, oh, you just a teacher over there.
hmm
You know? It's at that time frame of what was going down, and then, like I say, who we dealing with.
That's like that. I think he's American. I think he's an American soldier. They were just in South Korea. This nigga ran to North Korea. It's like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing?
Like if it was anything, if it was
So if this girl got in trouble in Russia, they getting her off.
I don't. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't think you can say yeah and no. Just off of the jump without knowing that or seeing a regular civilian being locked up in Russia for something so petty. You know, Brittany Griner, she's breaking the law that everybody know about in Russia. You know, she's been playing ball over there. Like, you know this. No offense, you've been vaping.
You should have threw that shit in the trash.
You've been vaping.
Should have threw that shit in the trash in like Paris or something. You had the chance.
That's it. You've been vaping over there. Cause you already had it with you. You just got caught trying to go home.
Facts.
So it ain't no like you breaking the law like we've been doing before we've been legal in real life, like we all been doing. It ain't nowhere in the hell she just grabbed that vape like at a stop and then jumped on another plane to go to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like nah, she been had that shit. She been vaping. That was to cope her when she's balling or whatever. To cope her shit. She just ain't. It was secretive. Probably at her home in an exclusive area. You know what I mean? Like, in which ain't nobody patting you down. None of that shit. You ain't got to go through none of that shit. But you know, stupidity. Literally, like it's stupidity. You're going anywhere you're going, Pick a country. You're gonna find something in which you got right now, in which if you did get caught, it was less motherfucking trouble and hassle. Any country you pick, leaving there.
Shit, I would have been more like, if I was Brittany Griner, I would have been like, shit, is there any way I can't go to Russia? Like, let me go play in Australia. Like, why the fuck you going to Russia?
Why?
There's so many other leagues across the world.
But
like,
where's the money at? Where's the love at? See, now we're gonna forget about all of that. We're gonna forget about all of that because of her just saying, I'm out. I'm going on whatever. I'm going back home. I'm going wherever. I don't need to take this with me. That's it. Literally, it's so much of common sense.
you know, them Trumpers were like, bitch, you better dunk every basketball when you get back.
But like,
you better not miss it.
and I don't even mean to sound fucked up, but bro, like, you already in Russia with it. That's like with the thing on you, with the thing at your house at all times, with the thing, right? And then you're like, you know what? I'm about to bounce. I'm about to go back home. I'm about to go see the family. I'm about to go I'm about to go wherever. Let me bring the thing with me.
Yeah, like kind of like what Joel Santana did when he forgot.
Yeah, like let me bring the thing. You don't forget.
Well, that's what he said.
Let me bring the thing with me. Like
That's what he said.
no, like knowing, like you gonna get checked for this.
Like this dude Jack Jones going to the airport with
Yeah.
his guns and not checking them.
Yo, the TSA agent was like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? You know you ain't supposed to have this. Like,
So that's how I look at this shit with the show. I'm not, like I said, I can't jump the gun and say if it was in Russia, would they get her out? I don't know, especially with the what Griner did, a year and a half.
oh, did she do it yet?
I don't even think she did that.
She was probably like 6 months.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah. It wasn't no like 2 weeks though.
They got her over here quick, but
No, it wasn't quick.
it wasn't.
It
Didn't
wasn't
take
quick.
long.
There's a couple niggas lost their jobs before she got back over there.
Mm-hmm.
Couple niggas lost their jobs.
I heard them Trumpers were at the basketball game like, yes, bitch, you better dunk everything. You know what we gave up to get you back, bitch?
She can't even dunk like that though.
She dunk on you.
She dunk. Yeah, she's also like 6'9".
You got that. Speaking of 6'9", Jordan, you want? Go ahead.
All right. One, how do you guys heard about Kodak Black? Is doing
Yes,
a
I've
song?
heard of Kodak Black.
No, I'm
Yes, I
saying,
heard.
I meant to say, like, have you heard that Kodak Black is doing a song with 6ix9ine?
No, I haven't heard that.
Kodak Black did a song with 6ix9ine.
Well, he just did a song with 6ix9ine, yeah. The name. Yeah, it's wild. Boozy ain't happy about it. I ain't happy about it. Now I gotta delete. Feds watch.
I don't partake in the street life, so I don't care.
Nah. Yeah, we got it on camera now. So now we haven't said that shit. Just try to switch up.
I mean, I heard that, shout out to Ethan, he told me that Kodak said I'm getting cheese from a rat and they made him remove that part or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do a little slight jab in there.
So what are we talking about?
I guess Kodak doing a song with 6ix9ine.
Is there a question coming with that?
Just yeah, I said how do you guys feel about Kodak Black doing a song with 6ix9ine? Like, see that everybody else.
Fucking about Kodak Black.
Everybody else wrote them all, like 6ix9ine. All
He said, if Jadakiss does a song with 6ix9ine, they don't fucking
Fuck
talk
about
about
it.
it.
Alright, that's what I'm talking about.
He's still alive. He's still making music, so nobody else gives a fuck.
You guys listen to 6ix9ine's music
No, I don't listen to him.
Fuck
Anymore?
about none of them.
Huh?
niggas.
anymore?
No, I never listened to him. Don't look at me like that. That shit's never in my history.
Like you should, by the way.
Thank you.
You definitely had gumbo play.
No. But I know you did.
Bullshit.
I did.
I know you did.
I did.
I don't don't know why you stopped listening to him. He always showed you his character before. He was always a rat. Yeah.
We didn't know that. We didn't see the paperwork. But yeah.
What's next? Can't spend too much time on this.
Well, since last week we played that start bench. What was it? Cut.
Yep.
I'm gonna cut you off. Shout out to Gilly's son. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. YNG Cheese.
I was just saying, though, man.
Nah, you had me fucked up for a second because that shit's sad. Feel bad for Gilly.
It is. It is.
Philly's
You
wild.
guys want to talk about it for a quick second before we jump into it?
Well, you can talk about it.
Go ahead.
You said you feel sad.
I was gonna say I feel bad because Gilly also always gives game to the youth and he shows mad love to the youth and shit. And from what I seen on the videos and stuff, him and his brother Mac with that whole mac and cheese, they were in music. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. Last thing, and I seen that he just had a kid last year too. So like you know what I'm saying? That shit's sad.
It's sad. I feel bad for Gilly also because his birthday coming up. He has that Gilly Fest July 29th. And now you get this news of your son passing.
Yeah, but that's probably the last thing on the mind right now.
No, I'm just saying he's been planning all of this and like getting all this for his birthday, and then now, you know what I mean? Getting the news that your son passed away, got killed. That's just sad. No parent should have to bury their child.
That's a fact, Jack. Do you want to say anything?
Oh, I'm going to say something.
Oh, good.
Yeah, y'all done with y'all,
Is you finished or is you
Yeah,
done?
I was done after he was done.
how can I say this being respectful? Alright, Jared, everything you said, got nothing to do with Gilly's son. Same thing for you, Jared Jordan. Guys can be great people. That's not dictating what the kids is doing. I'm not saying he was a killer. I'm not saying he was a drug dealer. I'm not saying he was none of that shit. What I am gonna say is, when you don't know what you're doing outside of the house, we can't just be, you know what I mean, jumping the gun, especially when we're getting older and we got kids. When we're being role models and those, you know, fatherly like people, to you doing it the truthful way or the right, not the truthful, but more so the right way, because you just don't know what other niggas is doing outside of the house. You know what I mean? Fucked up situation that anybody getting killed, right? But we know of the code of, you know, you live by that shit, you die by that shit, right? I'm pretty sure you believe in that shit. You know, so, and I'm not saying that could have been a situation, but that could have been a situation.
Yeah.
You know, somebody could have did something prior to this day, and then the get back just happened to be, you know what I mean, like
Going back after all these years.
near your father, timing, and all of that stuff like that, or it just happened to be Gilly's son. But when you listen to Gilly, shout out to Gilly, shout out to Wallow. When you listen to Gilly though, and Gilly's past, and I don't even know if Wallow be joking, but you know, if you let Gilly tell it, you know, niggas ain't want to stay around when Gilly walked up around, when Gilly popped up. You know, so if that was the mentality, and you know, someone's child chooses to feed off that,
Be a chip off the old block.
you know, that's my dad, oh, this is my, you know what I mean? And saying all of that is still saying that this, I don't know what happened, but I'm at a point where
Yeah, he could have been just gone stopping by and like, yo, what up? And then some shit
Yeah.
popped off.
But I'm just at a point where when it comes to the whole looking at the one way or the aspect of the shit, I just can't anymore. You know, when you lose a lot of motherfuckers in the streets to street shit, and then you lose niggas to senseless shit. So it's like my eyes be open to the whole, and I don't mean, like I say, I'm trying to say it in a respectful way, but if that nigga was a killer, and we, you know what I mean, like if it come out to be where he done robbed somebody and then shot somebody, or you know what I mean, like I don't want to be sitting here like, yo,
Like praising the killer.
yeah, like you know what I mean. So
I heard that they because of Gilly and Wallow signing that big deal, that it was like they were trying to target him and to try to snatch his chain. Is what I seen somebody say what happened. It's like type shit.
They probably seen a lick. That's even more sad.
But then it's at the same time, it's like what Pig was just saying though. If whether you just drive by saying hi or you were trying to be that guy like how you like you not like your dad and shit, then
so they were trying to say that again. They was trying to snatch his chain.
yeah, they were saying some like the video I seen that when I first heard about it was they were saying that I guess somebody tried to get him for his chain. And he wasn't having it and fought back. But then there was also they tried to say he might have been targeted because of his dad signing that deal and then knowing who he was and who his dad was type shit, thinking that he had more because of how big his chain was too. That he had probably like money on him and shit like that.
Yeah, but this is another.
If that's true, that's fucking sad.
It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. I just don't understand though. It's sad, but if just gonna go off of what you heard, anything that got to do with the chain. Why are we fighting to not give up something that we can get back?
You feel as though is that more of like that ignorance, like of like niggas ain't gonna just take mine?
Yeah, but we've seen so many people
But
lose.
What if he did give it up and the nigga still shot him?
I'm going off of Jordan's what he heard.
Mhm.
So I'm just going off what he said. But I don't understand where, you know, if you're in that position. Matter of fact, who had the song? Oh my gosh, was that Rod Wave? I'm gonna die in this Cuban Links.
Yes.
Then he changed that shit up quick. Not the song.
All about to say
Not the song. If you was a Rod Wave fan, then you would have known that on an interview that he had with somebody, he changed that whole theory up. Like at one point, that was his theory. You know what I mean? You nigga not gonna snatch my shit.
yeah.
But when you lose too many motherfuckers on that same senseless shit, like, wait, I'm fighting for this shit right here, and this can,
Nah, you right. He just said that.
like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. Especially if you're in that position, like why would you lose a battle in which it's a lose-lose situation. If they already got the gun on you, it's already on go, right? So now it's especially being in those positions, the mental should be, what's the quickest way to get this nigga away from me, right? I mean, I would think so. No.
Yeah. I'll be like, it's like faster than
You want this? Here you go. You want this? Here you go. You want this? Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Bump. Right on the head.
That shit fake
Material.
as a motherfucker,
It's just material.
nigga.
Even if it's real. Bro,
Hey, I got the. I'll send you the link.
not even talking about his son, but anybody in that position. If you got one, you can get another.
No, you definitely can get another one.
Like
And a bigger one.
anybody that got like niggas not gonna spend money. You're not gonna go buy a fucking Lamborghini if you can't get another one.
Funny thing is, them kids probably would have just flashed it anyways after, and you could have got it back.
You know what I mean? But even still, I don't want it back.
Yeah.
I'm not listen. It matter, bro.
I'm not even talking about like getting it back forcefully. There's other
I'm
ways.
saying period. If I go through that, I'm never buying a chain that big no more.
Yeah.
Unless I got motherfuckers behind me that's 6'9" or trained to let blow at the drop of a fucking dime.
When you're rich like that, you gotta live
You
like
already,
J.
you already
Cole.
got me, Jay.
Ride around New York on a bicycle.
But you don't. You just gotta move smart. And you gotta think though, he got shot at 8:30 in the night. This is summertime. Lights was, I mean, the lights wasn't even on yet. Think about that.
It's still night out.
Think about all of this right here. Think about everything, all of this shit, bro. It was 8:30 in the night. Summertime? It ain't dark outside.
Not that dark.
Come on.
If anything, just starting to get dark.
So now you could go what? Even if you say, okay, homie ain't have no wrongdoing. Somebody around him had wrongdoing. And then they was fucked up for not telling niggas of their wrongdoings. Which is another issue in which we have in the streets. Niggas will have problems and will bring their problems to somebody else's block right in front of somebody else's house and won't say a word. Won't say a word. Just let it go. And then when it happened, after it happened, then it's, this nigga, 2 weeks ago I seen this nigga had a smack. This nigga like, well, you couldn't let the niggas know? But when we looking how the streets is today, it's, until it happened, niggas ain't saying nothing. So, sad thing, man. But I'm, like I say, man, I got to play devil's advocate and look at all aspects, bro. Because I'm not about to be out here, not even just for him, but I'm not about to be here, or niggas could backtrack on this show right here, and niggas find out some other shit, and we was right here, or I was right here. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, understandable. I can see where you come from too.
I find out, then it's, rest in peace, Young King. It's still rest in peace.
No, for
It's
sure.
still that.
Just feel bad for the family.
Oh yeah, well, like I say, that definitely that.
They ain't just had a kid like about a year or two ago. So that's even more sad.
That sucks too. I think that's the more important parts of this sad situation.
It's the kid.
Got a kid growing up, another, and I ain't gonna say hate to say it, but another black child growing up without a father. I tell motherfuckers, man, once you get your kid, certain shit you gotta start to fall back on or start to open them eyes up for. And that's just your first one. I don't know if you're gonna end up having, you know what I mean? But we got to start looking at different avenues and stuff like that. And or listen to motherfuckers who went through the fuckery, who went through the fuckery doing the dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another thing. The listening aspect is a whole nother other ballpark.
Once again, sending condolences to the family. Sad situation. But guys, I just like last week, played start one, bench one, cut one. I got a good one for y'all today. We're gonna do quarterbacks, you heard? Ready?
Yeah.
Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana. Once again, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana.
Start Joe, bench Peyton, by Tom.
What the fuck? That was way too fucking
I knew he was gonna cut down.
Way too fucking
I'm
fast, bro.
starting Tom, benching Peyton, cutting Joe.
I'm right
I don't
there.
know how that even makes sense.
What you mean?
What you mean?
As much as as much as I love Peyton, how we cutting Joe Montana? We talking about Joe Montana, right?
I got the other great 12.
Yeah. We already got a 12.
All right.
Jordan.
No, we would fuck with 12, but that 12 we fine.
Oh, Jordan go?
And your go, his go.
Oh, I agree with Tony, but I think it'd be safe as Tony.
What was yours?
Start Tom, bench Peyton, cut Joe.
That's crazy. I'm starting Tom. I'm cutting Peyton, and I'm benching Joe.
All Patriot fans here for Tom Brady.
Who you got? Who you got, Pete?
Well,
I already said it, but I
You
don't
won with two
understand it.
different teams, just like
Tom.
just like Joe.
I'm going.
Joe
No,
won playoff
I'm
games.
going
He
off
won the
of.
championship
Well,
with the
whatever.
Chiefs.
I'm
So
going-
it's even better for Tom.
I'm
And he
going
won
off
7.
of. I'm going. Yeah, but Tom has. See, this is the thing when we throw
Tom played in both eras.
the rings out with people.
Tom played in
with
both
specific
eras,
people.
the running era and the passing
Tom
era.
has rings because of defense and kicking. 3 of them. We can't say that about Joe. We can't say that about Joe. We can't say, oh, it came down to the kicker. Oh, the defense was stout, so they can't say that about Joe.
3 of them was defense and kicking.
Yes.
What about 4 other ones?
What do you mean about 4 other ones?
He got 7 rings. You just said 3 of them were defense and kicking. What about the other 4?
So what I'm saying is he gonna have 4 in my eyes if you just talking about a person. You're adding on rings. Rings. Oh, he got 3 of them rings. Yes, he's got 7 rings.
Joe Montana
He's got
had
3.
the greatest wide receiver in NFL history. Take away his surrounding team from him.
You said the
And
greatest
what is-
receiver, right? How does a quarterback pass the ball? What do you need to pass the ball?
He didn't have a good old line.
He ain't had no $1 million or $1 billion O-line
Neither
like
did
your
Tom.
boy did. What?
nah, we did.
When did
Yo,
Tom
all right,
never had the best line?
you're sounding like Keanu right now, bro.
Tom
You
never
sound
really
like
had the best
You
line.
sound like Keanu right now, bro.
Stop the cat.
You sound like
They definitely
you
wasn't
sound like Keanu right now, bro.
$1 million line, except for
I know
the
that.
last couple of years when they
Stop the
fucking
cat.
tagged the guard. So, like, what are you talking about?
The last couple of years, they didn't have no fucking nothing. Only had one person. That's why Tom left.
But, like, what are you talking about?
Let's be truthful. That's why he
What
left.
line
Because they
did
wouldn't
he
give
have
him
that
the
was-
line he had before.
What line did he have that was, like, so
I'm not a Patriots
overpaid?
fan. What I do know is y'all didn't have no receivers. Y'all didn't have no running back. Y'all had mediocre niggas, but y'all had a stout offensive line.
And Tom fucking Brady, who made those mediocre players,
And then
fucking look like
and then the
great
defense.
players.
Y'all didn't make. What do you mean? Come on, yo, here we go again.
Deion Branch now holds an NFL record in the Super Bowl for most receptions because Tom Brady passed it to him like that.
So it's not about the catching. It's not about how they caught the ball. So every.
But yo, you
Wait,
said
oh!
a mediocre player.
So
He was
everyone
throwing dimes. You said he was a
I'm about to
mediocre
get at
player.
that. I'm about to
God, did you not say he was a mediocre player?
Who?
You did. You
Yeah.
said he had mediocre players. Well, he
Yeah.
made that mediocre player break records.
Break record. Don't say records.
Okay.
He break record. He broke that
Yeah.
record and didn't have a home after that.
made
Who gives
Julian
a fuck?
Edelman-
Who gives a fuck about that record if the nigga ain't have a home after that?
Julian Edelman had the best catch in NFL
Who
history.
gives a
He's
fuck about
mediocre.
that record if a nigga ain't have a home after
Not
that?
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, because I think it was stupid.
Let's keep it a band.
Try to get what do you get? Signed by Seattle.
Ethan.
Nigga went to the Seattle
Ethan.
Seahawks. Deion Brady.
Talk
He got
to me.
traded to the Seahawks. And then
Talk
got
to me,
traded back.
man.
You wanted more money, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, what? Talk to
Let's
me.
say-
Who the fuck gives a fuck about that record if the nigga ain't have a home after he broke that record?
Cause he came back and
With
wanted.
that same fucking team, they got rid of his ass.
Came
And
back
he
and
won a
wanted more
Super Bowl
money.
with him.
That's because that game he had a great game, and we're not gonna sit here and say,
Great
"Oh, that
playoffs.
oh
Yeah,
playoffs,
he had great
playoffs."
playoffs.
We're not gonna say, "Oh, Tom was throwing darts."
He was throwing darts.
He was
That
every
04
every
season,
thing
Tom
was
on
a
his
dart.
fucking
Like
game.
get the fuck out of here.
Tom
Good
was on his
passes,
fucking game that
great-
04
I
season.
want to say 04 is where he had this.
You get
Yeah,
good
yeah,
passes.
That nigga was fucking dying.
You get good passes, you get great catches. You get good passes. Sometimes you get great passes, you get good catches. But don't we not just gonna say, "Oh, Tom, stop that shit. Stop that shit."
Tom,
Come on now.
Bro, Mike
Deion
Wilson-
Branch broke a record and then lost his home. You
But
had,
you're saying he still won those games with mediocre players.
bro. He also had Randy Moss. So I'm not saying,
then
I'm
broke
saying
records.
in general.
Seasons,
And then
Listen,
broke
I'm not-
records.
y'all not listening
Stop
to
the
what I'm
cat.
talking about. Y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
And then we got cheated.
You would so would you rather have mediocre receivers and an A1 O line or A1 receivers and mediocre O line
Yo,
in the NFL?
You can't have A1 receivers in a mediocre line.
Once okay, so once again, make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense, man.
Still ain't convinced me Joe Montana would be better than Tom Brady.
Technically, I went first, second, last.
What I'm saying is, Tom Brady, Tom Brady and Patriots.
Tom Brady?
So I'm gonna leave it at that.
John Brady.
Said Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady. I heard that a lot from
Jordan.
y'all three.
All right, I got another quarterback one for you.
That ain't gonna die. Go ahead.
Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, and let's go.
Josh Allen.
Ooh.
Man, bitch, you don't even know which way I'm going with
Or
it.
Patrick Mahomes.
Now he's going running quarterbacks. But the
Cam Newton.
Vince Young. Like there's not many more running quarterbacks like that. Kyler Murray, whatever.
What is that, Cam Newton, nigga? I was actually gonna say Cam, but then I was gonna think of RG. When you started naming people, I was gonna say RG3.
That's a good one, but he got hurt. I mean, you'd have to get him before he got hurt.
He got screwed by the
So
fucking
you just
Redskins, bro.
name them. You just call them off by their prime.
All right. Well, then who?
Who's the three you said?
Vic and Lamar.
Vic Lamar
Oh,
and
the-
RG3.
Those are good ones.
That's the three you was going with. I'm gonna go with that very order.
Now is Vic studying the playbook? That's what I
It
want to know.
don't matter. That nigga's going.
Because if
that
Vic's
nigga's
studying the
playing.
playbook, I want Vic. If Vic's not studying the playbook, I think I want Lamar starting.
So I'm gonna ask you a question
You
on
know,
that.
2010 Vic.
I'm
Yeah,
asking,
I'm saying if Vic's studying the playbook, he's dangerous.
all right. So
If Vic in his prime studying the playbook,
Oh my
dangerous.
God.
okay. So to rebuttal off that, because I need to. When didn't Vic study the playbook?
Basically, his whole career up until he got back from jail and started with the Eagles.
And I'm still taking him over both those.
I don't get me wrong.
That's what he's saying,
I'm
though.
with,
No.
I'm with you on
Without studying the
When
playbook,
When
listen
I was
to me.
studying the playbook,
Without-
playing Madden.
If you're telling me that
I'm like
prior
almost with
to-
you. I'm almost with you there. Like,
prior to,
don't get me
if
wrong.
the Atlanta Falcon days is Vic not studying the playbook.
He was not studying the playbook
I know,
at all.
I know. If you're talking about Vic not studying the playbook against the Vikings,
Michael Vick
against the Packers,
Bruh, it's
listen,
fucking crazy.
I'm taking
I know.
Michael Vick without the playbook, and then Lamar right behind him.
Yeah.
Because you remember, people are gonna say, "Oh, the Lamar." We're gonna say for Lamar, did he understand the sit in the pocket to pass the ball yet? You know, huh? No, listen to what I'm saying. He learned it, but are we saying, "Oh, did Lamar learn the passing yet? Did he learn the passing scheme yet?" Or are we talking about, just running pop Lamar?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm still taking Lamar. Like, no matter how you put that shit, but it don't matter who. Any running quarterback. Well, I'll let y'all go first.
No, I agree with your list.
Cause any running quarterback,
I
if
feel-
Vic isn't number
Yo,
one,
I always
I'm
say.
sorry, bro.
I always say.
when
I
he
like.
was studying that playbook, he was dangerous too. Though I just wish he could run like he could.
Honest to
'Cause
God,
when he knew them defenses,
I'm going
he was
with.
picking them
I'm
apart.
going with the same list, but I always say the Redskins fucked RG3.
They did. I mean, he got screwed, but
He got screwed. He would have been. He was dead nice at Baylor too.
man, they kept running.
But
They,
it's a scheme.
you heard they sold the team, right?
You gotta
Who the Redskins?
The the
Magic.
Commanders.
Is it Magic
Commanders.
Johnson bought it, right?
Something
Fellas.
like
Shout out to Magic Johnson.
But it's a scheme. You gotta remember, like, How many players come out of college being those run first quarterbacks and excel like to a whole different level without having that passing in them? You know, without being able to sit in the pocket from college.
Yeah, but when they develop that, that's when they become dangerous.
Yeah, but it'd be the team on. It'd be the like that's how some say Vic got fucked up before he got back with Andy.
But P, if
Because you took him out of his element.
But P, you being a quarterback,
You made him sit back and just, you know what I mean? They made RG3 try to become this right here.
no, but he was good at that. He was doing good at that.
Yeah, but
Well, he fucked him was when he got. Remember, when he got hurt in that play. Remember when he got
because
hit
you're
the wrong
doing
way,
too much.
and then they put him back in the.
Listen, you
Like, why would
doing,
you put him back in the game?
that's a scheme. He the only nigga on this team to run this scheme.
He definitely should have slid out of.
This is more about the team. And this we talking about the NFL now. We ain't talking
Yeah.
about the Spartans. This is more about the team, right? To the highest level.
52 niggas on.
He's the only nigga that can run this scheme.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't dead, you can walk. All right, go ahead. That's
Are
what's
you
going
hurt or
to
are you injured?
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So what I mean, like because of
I
that
hate
scheme,
hearing that shit.
because of that scheme, and he's the only nigga that they built
Yeah.
that scheme, like
Around him.
what they say about Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
With Lamar's like, bro,
They built that scheme
it
around
fucks
him.
up because if you're not, and then you don't have that, if you don't have that Antonio Brown in you,
That's why you need a backup just like you're a starter.
or you need to have
But he did have
Antonio
Kirk
Brown in
Cousins.
you.
I think he had young Kirk
You
Cousins.
need to have that Antonio Brown in you.
Was CTE?
Listen.
What is
nah, nigga, I ain't going back in the fucking game, nigga. Like,
Hey,
nigga,
but that shit
you ain't
up.
just see what just happened to me?
But that shit, yo.
Man, listen here, I ain't going back in the game.
Honestly, yo, when Vontaze Burfict hit Antonio Brown, I didn't think it was that bad until that motherfucker was like damn near dead on the ground. I was like, dang.
Bro,
No,
listen
he hit
here,
him
man.
hard.
He hit him hard.
That should be the equivalent of, to me, I mean, granted, we don't see it often. I mean, you probably do, but then they probably bash the players or the player cussed out the. But that be the equivalent of a boxer getting this shit rocked and they in the corner, knowing damn well they need to throw in the towel.
No, the damn time.
And
And
they
then
mind
going back out
is
there.
maybe one more. There's one more hit you can get. Just you need that one hit, knowing damn well.
He swinging,
Listen.
could hit the ground. Just
You know,
hitting there.
You know,
Maybe,
so
maybe you can win the next one. Yo, I know.
But yeah, yo, they sold the Commanders.
The Magic Johnson. Shout out to Magic Johnson.
They're talking about they want to change the name and stuff like that already.
I would too. That shit's trash. But
Yeah,
hold
it
on.
That shit is trash.
To hold on to your thought though, to get back to what you're saying, yo, I was watching a video the other day of a boxer back in the day. I want to say either the late 30s, early 40s. I guess it was like he was from one boxer was from Puerto Rico and the other was like a Haitian boxer. Let's say I forget, but he kept calling him Amanicon. You know what I'm saying? And he kept calling him that, and then he legit like killed this dude in the ring. And I'm saying to myself, why the ref wasn't stopping it? This dude is legit like knocked out on the ropes, and no one's doing nothing about it. Like it's not his corner, nothing. And I'm like, y'all niggas let this motherfucker get killed in this bitch, and like, what are you throwing the damn towel? That motherfucker.
Charity, I'm gonna throw on the TV.
Throw in the towel, nigga. I went and grabbed the napkin and threw it at the phone. Like, damn. But yeah, but my bad. I just wanted to throw that in before we switched with the subject. You wanted to change the name already?
Yeah, they already want to change the name.
I'm gonna call it the Washington Lakers.
I got one for you right now. I got one for you. Brian Dawkins,
Wolverine.
I like where this is going.
Ed Reed, Steve Atwaters.
Yo, you're an asshole.
Yeah, come on, bro.
You don't even know Steve Atwater like that guy. He wasn't raised in those days.
You don't know who Steve Atwaters is?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
All right, you know Brian Dawkins and Ed Reed. You don't know them?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
What? You don't know who?
Hey man, you don't know. Who you got?
Me,
Anybody?
Brian Dawkins, Ed Reed, Steve Atwater.
Mm-hmm.
Starting Ed Reed. Benching Brian Dawkins and cutting Steve Atwater.
Who you got, Tony?
I think I agree with Jared.
Start at Reed, bench, Dawkins,
And I love Steve Atwater.
Cut, Atwaters. Who you got?
No, nigga, what you got?
Yeah, why you jumping?
I didn't jump.
I didn't.
Order, motherfucker. You
What
talking
you
about?
got?
I'm going to start Steve Atwaters. I'm going to bench Brian Dawkins.
You're cutting head.
Cut Ed Reed.
Shit, yo, P, you're disrespectful, son. God damn.
I'm a disrespectful.
Nah, he ain't disrespectful. It's just hella disrespectful, B. Look, he's cutting that. You cutting that too? You cutting Dawkins. He's benching Steve. I already knew it.
Alright, man. So I need you guys, because since we already did our thing, go when this is over, when y'all chilling, I want y'all to go watch Steve Atwater's highlights.
Bro, I know about Steve Atwater.
Because Ed Reed was a dog, but Ed Reed had Ray Lewis in front of him.
Ray wasn't that
You
good.
know? Ed Reed
Hey, you don't know about it?
Ed Reed had Ray Lewis in front of him. So a lot of his, you know what I mean? Like,
So saying that is like, oh yeah, picking. Jared's the center.
no.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, I didn't cut him.
I'm saying in
I
general,
wasn't
like,
Oh, and I had a basketball one
Brian
too.
Dawkins, I mean,
Receiver.
go watch now. Go watch. I love Ed Reed. But just go do a little more watching, fellas.
A little more.
But go ahead, what's your basketball? Do a little more
Before
watching.
you go to basketball, I got a receiver one.
It might be a good one too.
Check. I mean niggas think.
Go ahead.
Moss, Rice, Ocho. No, Owen. Sorry.
You're an asshole, Jordan.
What's the what?
He said Moss, Rice, Owens. I'm gonna keep it all the way G real with your G. I'm cutting T.O. Starting Jerry. Benching Randy.
Start Jerry, bench T.O., cut Randy.
Start Randy.
Start Randy. This nigga is disrespectful.
Bench Rice. Cut T.O.
You benching Rice, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, he's on the team.
Cut T.O.
T.O. off the team.
Y'all dudes, man.
Alright, T.O. wasn't even that nice guy. So what, he played with a broken leg.
You go.
T.O. wasn't that nice.
You got one, Tony?
T.O. wasn't that nice. That's fucked. Yeah.
LT, Jerome Bettis, or Steven Jackson.
What is it, just random?
That's not a
Running
good.
back.
That's not a good. What you call it?
Oh, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah, running back.
It's not a good one.
That's their styles.
You know why it's not a good one? Because you have Bettis is not a home run hitter.
Watch him.
So then replace him with
I'm
somebody
just
else.
I'm going off that three.
That's fine. Replace him with somebody else.
Steven Jackson, LT.
I wanted to keep it like not newer,
Like
not-
downhill runners.
No, I
Nah,
get
he
what
went
you're
like our
saying. LT.
Corey Dillon.
Ooh, going like old stop.
You can go Corey Dillon. You can go Corey Dillon. LT, Corey Dillon, and
Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson.
Trash.
All right, we're gonna
Who's
take
trash?
out. Hey, listen, take out Steven Jackson,
Alright,
and we're gonna put in Fred Taylor.
that's fine.
Freaky Fred.
Fred Taylor,
Freaky Fred.
LT,
That's a
And-
freaking motherfucker.
and Corey Dillon. Okay, I'm gonna go.
That's crazy.
That was crazy.
I'm gonna go Fred Taylor.
Yeah, y'all niggas took my.
Yeah, Fred, LT, cut Dillon.
I'm going opposite you. Start LT, bench, Fred, cut, Dylan.
With Jared.
I fuck with LT.
He's gonna have Dillon starting.
You know he's
Nah,
having Dylan.
I don't know about
He's
Dylan
like,
starting.
Dillon was a Patriot, though.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, I was gonna say the same shit. You
You know,
know,
to be honest,
Patriots Dylan, definitely starting.
I'm not gonna lie. My first game I went to was against the
Bengals and
the
Patriots.
Bengals in the old stadium. It was Dylan's rookie season with the Cincinnati Bengals, and he was nice. So I kind of like the Cincinnati Bengals Dylan more because of longevity he had with the team and shit like that. But
It's just the player, not the team.
yeah, but I'm saying Corey Dillon. I like Corey Dillon like that. Because if you could say that, I could say Fred Taylor's nice too because he was a Patriot.
So who you going with?
I don't know. I'm stuck. LT starting though. Let's go with that.
Let's go with the stop.
You had the jersey.
LT starting.
He had the jersey. He had the jersey.
I borrowed it.
I might keep Corey and cut Fred.
I don't know what to say about that one.
I don't know what to say about that one.
I don't know what to say about that one. Corey was nice. Fred was a dog.
Yeah, Fred.
Ain't no
I
Jaguar.
can't believe you niggas took out my boy Bettis for these
Dylan was on the Bengals. They were
for Corey Dillon.
Phillips was better than the Bengals is better than the Jaguars. Don't do yourself like that.
Nah,
now.
wow, Dylan was there.
Yeah, yeah. When Dylan was there, when Fred Taylor was there, that's how we going off of it. Yes.
Yo, who's another nice kicker? I want to do the.
A what?
Nah, I was gonna say I want to do like a kick return one, but I'm just gonna say who do you guys like more? Devin Hester.
Kevin, kick return is which way you going with the kick return though? To the crib,
To the house.
election. I mean, electrifying like
I'm going
to
with
the
me.
house.
I'm betting on me.
Devin Hester,
Human joystick.
Paul, and the one that played for the Redskins and the Green Bay Packers. What's his name? Howard? No.
Dante Howard.
Is he the return man?
No, you mean Desmond Howard.
Desmond Howard. The one he played for the Redskins and the Packers?
Yeah.
Yes.
So him, Desmond Howard, Dante Hall, Hester, return man. There you go.
And we're going off of to the house.
Yeah.
To the house. Hessner first. It's Dante and Desmond.
Desmond was at Super Bowl MVP.
I believe so.
You just
But Desmond is only first because we're talking about to the crib. He's got to be everybody's first. Then.
I'm going with Devin.
That's why I said how you got to go off this. 'Cause
I'm
we
going
talking
with
about the
Devin
house.
and Dante.
He's got to be number one.
You heard?
But then
Devin, Dante.
Yeah, but I mean,
see,
he
like,
didn't have any other opportunities to do anything else besides take it to the crib. So
yeah, but like, what I mean by that is, if it was going flat off to the crib, right? I would put in Patterson.
Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, he's right behind Desmond Howard as far as kick return, punt return touchdowns. But he's not electrifying. That nigga just a one step and once he get them long strides, he gone. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, how we going? I wouldn't have thrown Desmond in with Dante Hall and Howard, cause those niggas is joystick niggas, like an Andre Rison type of nigga like that. You know what I mean? Like I would actually put Deshaun Jackson in with them two niggas.
That's what I was gonna. That's what I was thinking about. I didn't know if he.
Could Dion get
You
on that
know,
list?
to me, Dion would be. I mean, you can, but if we're talking about electrifying, he would be off the list. Dion would probably be into the crib, and that throwing him in. But electrifying, he wasn't like he had a couple.
So then you just made 2 different lists. Go off. Let's do the 2 different lists then.
So
You had
Desmond,
Dion.
Dante, and Deshaun. Now we talking about electrifying.
There's a Dion.
Or you can go, cause I would go. You would go Deontay. You would go Dion with electrifying.
No, I was saying. Was that what you were saying?
I would say Dion would be like more. I would put him in the category of
Take It to the House
To
with
the
Desmond
House.
Hester
yeah,
and Cordell Patterson.
yeah, because he had that, but once he was gone, he was gone.
Yeah.
and he wasn't doing. He wasn't doing what them niggas was doing. Them niggas was doing other shit like drop the ball here, twist that way, come back that way, go back that way, drop, come back up, go this way, go that way.
You see Nike dropping Dion's old cleats.
Yeah, I seen them shits. So we're going off electrifying with that list. I'm gonna go Dante Hall now.
The human
Being number
joystick.
one. Yes. He's gonna get number one off of one play against the Redskins. I think it was the Redskins.
I don't. Yeah, a lot of teams that he did that shit to.
No, it might have been the Chiefs
he was on the Chiefs.
Or the Broncos.
I find out, but it was one play in which it might have been the Falcons. I think they had on red.
You sure you want? He's
Cardinals?
talking about him. He was wearing red.
And he wasn't. I don't think he was wearing red. He went up. It was like going up to the right side. Biggie. Then 2 niggas came, peeled back. Them niggas, 2 niggas ran into each other. He jerked this way, then jerked this way. Then now he on the sideline, right behind them niggas, straight the sideline. Then he might have hit something else, or he might have. But like off that one play alone, he's go number one electrifying for me. Then I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Deshaun on because of the Giants.
Hella disrespectful.
So that's
The
my
nigga turned around and was like,
that's my thing. What's your thing?
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
Yeah, I would draw that.
I'll take it to the house.
Yeah. That was stupid too. And I where's he at now?
Who?
Where's that punter at?
Oh, I don't know.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
But yeah. So now the take it to the house one is.
Take it to the house. Hessner, Patterson, Dion. I love Dion, but I'm gonna go Hessner, Patterson, Dion.
all right, I got one, and then right before we can wrap this up, right? I got one more.
Good.
Steph Curry, AI, Chris Paul.
Are we building a team around him? Or?
Is this hard? Is this as hard for you?
Well, I'm cutting Chris Paul,
Okay.
and I'm starting Steph. I'm benching him.
I'm flip flopping that.
You gonna bench Steph?
Yeah.
How dare you? Disrespectful.
Well, that's what I got. What do you got?
I think I'm starting Steph too.
Yeah.
Benching AI, cutting Chris Paul.
Pretty much.
But what generation are they playing in though?
See, you can't go off that.
Can't go off
extra
that.
bonus
shit.
Because what
Because Steph wouldn't be able to play in that old generation.
But
Like,
we're saying prime.
So if you're saying that,
I'm not. I can't say he wouldn't be able to play. I don't think he would have changed the game like the way it changed for him.
Way changing that.
okay, so this is my question right here.
Because it was more hardcore then when AI
Yeah, that's
played.
why
Do
niggas
you
started
see?
shooting.
Do you see Steph doing AI shit
No, he ain't.
without nobody?
I never see him
like
bust.
Do you
That's-
see
that's
Steph?
what I see.
Do you see Steph doing Steph shit just with Steph? Nobody else on the team. No Clay, no Pooh, no Draymond, no fucking no Wiggins. No, I'm talking about you got fucking Boa. You got motherfucking
Only like one time in the playoffs when
like-
the rest of the motherfuckers
like-
was hurt and shit.
like. But I'm talking about consistently, not just a game.
Yeah.
Do you see Steph being the Steph if he was on and it's just him, like if he was on the Philly when there was nobody? You see him doing that? All right. Now, do you see AI doing AI shit on a team like Golden State?
Yeah, AI took them niggas.
Come on, man. Don't
AI
talk to me,
took
man.
AI took
Disrespect AI, nigga.
AI took
Don't let this three shooting shit and because of the rings and the team game. Don't let that shit fool you when we talk about person wise. AI. You ask Mike. You ask Shaq. AI. That nigga.
Baby Shaq.
Baby Shaq, my ass.
That's what they used to call him.
Who you call Baby Shaq?
That's what they used to call him. He said.
Oh, AI, right?
Yeah.
Listen, man, don't this shit. I
Yeah.
fuck with Steph, but Steph got his time, which is now.
Yeah,
You know?
I think Steph. I don't. The way fucking I think Steph wouldn't be able to set all those screens. I don't think he would be able to do it back then because those dudes would have fucking stuck those. As soon as you try to set up a screen, they'll poof.
But it
right
ain't
through
him
this shit.
setting the screen, it's him coming off of a screen.
But that's what I'm saying. He ain't
You
gonna
know,
get it off the screen
Niggas
back then.
ain't, bro, they ain't letting him run like that.
Yeah.
Not letting him run like you come across that motherfucker, bang!
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Benito! Sleep, baby, sleep.
But once again, we appreciate
Oh
y'all.
shit, man, I thought we was done with this
Nah, I
shit.
thought you were just. I thought you were just making a point.
I thought we was done with this shit, man.
Once again, thank you for
Well,
watching. You know the deal. We'll be back next week as always. Follow us on Instagram at the show. Alright, we here.
We here, Jay.
We out.